Hi, readers. Today we're going to continue reading about our focus topic, people in American history. But before we do, let's talk a little bit about our focus word. Do you remember our focus word? Yes, remember is our focus word. Now, let's take a look at this ending here, ED. Have you ever seen this word part before? Give me a thumbs up if you've seen this word part before. What are some words that you have seen that use it? So, readers, sometimes we can make a noun into a verb with ED. And sometimes we also show what happened in the past when we add ED. So when we take our focus word, remember, which means to keep in your memory, when we're using it as a base word, like here, the Lakota tribe would remember important events by drawing winter counts. Now, what if we took our focus word, remember, and added on our ending, ED? Does anyone know how to say the word remember when we add on that ending, ED? Yes, remember becomes remembered. So in this sentence, Yasuo Kuniyoshi is remembered today for his paintings. So when we have a word with that ending ED, how does that ED ending change the meaning of this word? I want you to think about that, readers. So when we add on that ED, in this sentence, it's showing that we already did it. We did it in the past. So we add on that ED to the verb to show that we've already remembered. So today we're going to read a new article titled Coming to the USA. So when you look at this title, what do you think this article will be about? So taking a look at these pictures at the bottom of the page, what are you noticing? So we see here a map of USA, and we see a man, an older man here. And here, this looks like a world map, and this part of the map is a different color than the rest. And we see our arrows. So what do you think these arrows and these maps may have to do with this older man? And the title says, Coming to the USA. Well, someone that might leave a country in the world and then come to a new country like the USA is called what? Does anybody know what someone might be called if they left their country that they were born in and then came to a new country like the USA? Yes, an immigrant. An immigrant is a person who moves from the country where he or she was born to another country. So let's see what this article will be about. Okay, read along with me as I read the Article-A-Day with you. For many years, people have left their home countries to move to the United States. A person who comes to live in one country after leaving another is called an immigrant. Many immigrants came to the US to find more work and a better life. Some left their home countries to escape wars. Others hoped the United States would give them more freedom. So these must be some immigrants, and it looks like they're on a ship and coming to the US. There's a lot of immigrants in these photos. People have immigrated to the United States from nearly every country in the world. Do you know any relatives who moved to America from someplace else? Give me a thumbs up if you know someone that moved to America from someplace else, and a thumbs down if you don't. So here's America, that's highlighted in the green in this world map. That's a big world we have. Some people came to the US from the continent of Europe. Many people came to America from countries such as Ireland, Norway, Germany, Italy, and Poland. Were any of those people your relatives? So give me a thumbs up if you know anyone that came from these countries in Europe, and a thumbs down if those were not one of your relatives. So here's Europe, and here is the US. Some people came to the US from the continent of Asia. They left countries such as India, China, Korea, and the Philippines. Was one of your family members among them? Give me a thumbs up if you know a relative that came from one of these countries in Asia to the United States. If you don't know anyone, you can give me a thumbs down. People have also come to the US from South America, Central America, and Africa. Were any of those people your relatives? So here is the continent Africa, here is South America, and here is Central America. Give me a thumbs up if you know anyone that came here from one of those countries, and a thumbs down if you don't. So readers, let's continue reading. Today, people are still immigrating to the US. They come from all over the world. Ask your relatives about the history of your family. They may tell you wonderful stories. So, after reading our article a day, I want you to write down or draw 2 or 3 things that you learned from the article that you would like to remember. You can use one of these sentence frames to help you. A person who comes to live in one country after leaving another is called an Or many immigrants came to the US because Or immigrants to the USA come from all over the Readers, you can pause the video now and add what you learned in your book of knowledge now. So readers, as I was thinking about what I learned from our Article-A-Day coming to the USA, I wrote in my sentence frame, immigrants to the USA come from all over the world so they can have a better life. Okay, readers, so let's take out our meaning mapper. Remember our focus word? Remember. Remember means to keep in your memory. And we've been doing such a great job adding words to connect to our focus word and the other words in our map. So I want you to take a minute and pause this video and think about our article, coming to the USA, and add any words that you can connect to our focus word, remember, now. So as I thought about our focus word, remember, I added our word relatives that we saw in our Article-A-Day, coming to the USA, because I remember my relatives and you remember your relatives that came to the USA from other countries all over the world. Okay. And our relatives are those people that we are related to, like maybe an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent or a cousin. So, readers, thank you for joining me as we read on in our focus topic, People in American History.